May govannen, niblings. Welcome back to Hvila's Adventures in Middle-earth. And I'm picking up right where I left off from the last episode. I had just delivered a satchel here to Postman 2-Foot in Waymeet. And I had already picked up another quest from him to take his satchel to Needlehole. So this is Waymeet. I didn't really get a chance to look around. Waymeet is a little village at a crossroads. Delving, where I just was, is, I guess, what you could call the capital of the Shire. The closest thing that the Shire has to a capital, anyway. But this is all of Waymeet right here, just what I'm looking at. It's just these couple of hobbit holes, these few little plots of farmland, and these wagons that people live in. Whereas Delving, you know, is a much bigger town with large buildings, and even, you know, the closest thing that hobbits have to mansions that some more well-off hobbits live in. So just a little interesting character here in the Shire. So now here's Dora Brownlock, who, if you remember, someone from Delving wanted me to check on. And if I go to my quest log here, I can see that Peony Grub is the one who gave me that quest. So let's talk to Dora.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
So Dora's having trouble with wolves on her farm.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
So Dora wants me to head up north and rescue her chickens and see if I can keep the wolves away from them. So that's something that I can do right here around Waymeet. So I'm not going to do the postman quest all the way to Needlehole yet, because I won't be able to do those at the same time. Now I also need to close up shrew burrows, and I think I'll do that next. Let's look here on the map and the quest tracker. So close up their burrows is the shrews. So that's to the south, kind of back towards Delving. And then rescuing Dora's chickens is up to the north. So they're in opposite directions. So I'll head up north. And these quests are the same level. I'm level 7 now, as if you recall, I hit level 7 in the last episode. And these two quests to rescue the chickens and close up their burrows, the shrew burrows, are the same level. So now here's the first actual monster I've encountered, and this is an angry tusker. Now I don't have a quest to fight this, so I'm just going to go around it. And now the angry tusker is level 6. So it's a little bit below me. And while I'm running, I'm going to talk about the difference in levels and what that means for fighting. So, every monster in the game has a level, just like every character has a level. And when you are fighting something on your level, that means it's an appropriate challenge for you. And you get no bonuses or penalties for fighting something that's the same level as you. So now here I got a deed bestowed for discovering Dora Brownlock's farm. And she's been chased off her farm by wolves. So now, as you can see, these wolves here on the farm are the same level as me. They're level 7. So if I fought them, I have no penalties or bonuses. If I had fought that tusker earlier that was a level below me, it was level 6. So since I'm a level above it, I would have a slight bonus to fighting it. My hits would be more accurately, or my attacks would be more accurately to hit it. Its attacks would be less likely to hit me. And a few other things like this. So I need to get this chicken. Now this wolf saw me and it's attacking me. So let's see what I can do here. Alright, I'm going to give myself a little heal. Especially because now this wolf leader is level 8. It's a level over me. So I get a slight penalty to attack it. But as you can see, I still managed to dispatch it pretty easily. So here I'm gonna rescue Dora's chicken here. So this just says, here my quest log changed here. Say I have 1 out of 3 of Dora's chickens. Now I got some more deeds here. These are, oh, the Wolf Slayer deed. Yep. Defeat wolves in the Shire. That's a pretty common deed that you'll see. I also got these class deeds here. And these are deeds to use my skills. And as I use them, I will get LotRO points. And there's also a meta deed, which is a deed to complete other deeds. So now this other character here just picked up one of the chickens that I need. So I'm going to have to wait for that chicken to respawn. Yep, here. So here, one just respawned. Because see, when he picks up a chicken, it despawns. When I pick it up, it despawns. So I need to wait for one more to respawn. Because there were only 3 out here. Oh, this wolf saw me. Alright. So I'm dispatching these wolves pretty quickly, even though they're the same level as me. Now I noticed I should have this marker Grim Bjorn on myself, even though I don't think it does a whole lot for me right now. Alright, I need one more chicken. I think if I wait right here, one will spawn. I guess I'll fight a wolf while I'm waiting. So, I'm going to use this Hearten skill to heal myself a little bit, even though I wasn't really hurt. But as you can see, it heals me over time a little bit, which is nice. Also, I'm not really building up enough wrath in these short fights with these wolves to even change into bear form. I'm just dispatching them too quickly. So even though they're the same level as me, they're not a whole lot of a challenge just fighting a single one right now. Oh, here's a chicken hiding behind this wolf. So that's just the mark of Grim Bjorn. I think that was that icon that was flashing over my head when I just got into the fight. Alright, so I have all of Dora's chickens, so I'm going to run on back to her farm. And I'm going to avoid these wolves. I don't need to fight them except for that deed. So let me look at that Wolf Slayer deed again. So these deeds, as you can see, it would give me some points, a title, which is interesting, and I'll go into titles when I actually get one, and some reputation. Now, factions, when you gain reputation, it gives you, it basically means that a certain faction in the game thinks a little more highly of you. And I'll go into that more when I've actually gained enough reputation in a faction for it to matter. Alright, so here I'm back at Dora. I've rescued her chickens.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
So she's glad that I've rescued her chickens. She wants me to do something.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
Alright, so I just gained another level. I'm level 8 now from completing that quest. And, oh, my quest log is scrolled up for some reason. So here you can see in my log here, not my quest log, just my chat log, that I got some loot and some experience from fighting those wolves. It was, you know, saying that I defeated them and I gained experience and that I was making progress in the quest. I don't know why it was scrolled up. Sorry about that. So she wants me to go fight some wolves. So I can do that. Now I've got some other quests available, but they are both event quests, and I'm not going to go into those today. But basically they are kind of periodic events that take place at different times during the year. And I'll do one eventually, but I'm not going to do one right now. So now I'm level 8, and these... Let me make sure I'm going to the right place. No, I'm not. So that wolf den is north of her farm. Actually, let me get on my horse, because I can go faster. So here I'm on the horse that I got a couple of episodes ago from Hingstacer Farm. So I'm going a little faster down this road. And that'll get me to where I'm going for the wolf den, is where Dora sent me. Alright, so I need to defeat 8 wolves, so I think I'll be able to build up enough wrath to change into bear form, finally. Alright, here's the wolf den. There's some wolves sleeping up on those rocks. Funny. Alright, so let me get off my horse, because you can't fight when you're on a regular horse. You can fight on war horses, but we won't see those until much later in the game. Alright, so it looks like I won't be able to fight just one of these at a time. I'm going to have to fight them both. But I think I can handle it. Here they come. Oh, they're climbing down the rocks. Here we go. Alright, I got that one. I'm going to switch into bear form. So I took out that one. And I am out of wrath already. Let's see what this deed is. A deed to enter bear form. So I'll be triggering a lot of these class deeds in this episode and the next couple episodes, most likely. Just opening them up for the first time now that I'm out of the tutorial. I need more wolves. There's some wolves hiding behind this tree. Yep, so I'll have to fight them at the same time as well. So they're right next to each other. Alright, I'm making quick work of them. And I'm gonna go attack this one before I lose my wrath. Alright, I'm going to switch to bear form and attack this one. And now these wolves are putting an injury on me that is slowing me down. But I'm still able to fight. It's not stopping me. As you can see, I used my bear heal that I got from specializing in the roar. Alright, back in man form, so I ran out of wrath. One more wolf. Yeah, this injury is really slowing me down a bit. I'm making do. Alright, so that was the 8 wolves, and as you can see, there's still wolves here at the den, like there's one right there, but I've completed the quest, so I don't need to fight any more wolves. And that'll happen a lot in Lord of the Rings Online. You don't need to completely clear out an area. All you need to do is just complete the quest, and then you can leave. So, back on my horse, heading back to Waymeet to turn in this quest. So we're getting a lot more fighting in this episode. I think this is the most fighting we've done since the tutorial. Well, it's definitely the most we've done since the tutorial. But I think it might be more fighting than we did in the tutorial. And that's good, that you're getting to see that side. I know the last couple of episodes didn't have a whole lot of that. Alright, so I can still stay on my horse and turn on the quest.
Leave me to my sorrow.
Turn in the quest, I mean. So she's just thanking me. And now she's giving me a mace here. I'm going to go ahead and finish that.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
So she wants me to go find the leader of the wolf den. I can do that. Now, so here I've gotten some stuff from those wolves. Now, a lot of the stuff is just what a lot of MMO players call vendor trash, which means it's just junk that monsters drop that I can sell for money. And as you can see, it tells me there at the bottom of that tooltip how much money I'll make for selling these things. Now, Lord of the Rings Online also has what's called a task system, where some of these things you can turn in at task boards for experience and reputation. And I'm not really going to go into tasks, and I probably won't even really do them on this character. And here's the reward she gave me, a mace. But as you can see where it says one-handed mace is in red on the tooltip, it's because Bjornings can't use maces. So this this mace is useless to me. So I'm just going to sell it. But again, there's no one here for me to sell anything to, so I'm just going to hang on to it until a later level. Now, as you can see, I am getting close to level 9. And that would put me above the level. I'm already one level above most of these quests. I don't want to get too far above the level of these quests because I want them to still be challenging for me. And now this wouldn't be a problem for a lot of players, but since I'm a subscriber, I get experience bonuses. So I bought this item from the store that will disable experience gain. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that. And it will bind it to me for equipping it. And so now you can see I'm no longer gaining experience. So I'm going to be doing this a lot as I'm playing, doing quests with Hvila, because I don't want to get ahead of the level of the quests I'm doing so that there's still a challenge. And like I said, most free players would not have to worry about this. You could just continue playing and gaining experience. But for the purpose of these videos, I want to try to stay at the level of the quest that I'm doing. So that's why I'm using that item. Because I don't want these quests to become too easy. Alright, so here's Jolly.
What do you need?
Jolly has a plan to get rid of the wolf leader. So, let's help him out. He doesn't seem to have thought this plan through very well. Oh, there's the wolf leader. Now, this wolf, you may notice, is a little tougher than those other wolves that I was fighting. Oh, he's interested in courting Dora. It's kind of funny. Alright, so we can ride back to Dora. The quest is complete. So, you may have noticed that wolf was a little tougher than other animals that I've fought before. And when I held the mouse cursor over the wolf leader, you may have noticed that it said signature under there. Signature means that a monster is a little tougher than normal monsters. And let me go look at another example. So here's a regular wolf. And see, if I hold my mouse over there, the tooltip says normal. So even though monsters are the same level, they may have different difficulties based on that as well. Based on whether they are a normal monster, a signature monster, an elite monster, and there are other categorizations too. And the biggest difference with the wolf leader was just that it had more morale than regular wolves. So here I'm going to talk to Dora and turn in this quest.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
So, Jolly has already come back and got here before us, even though we don't see him here. And so we can pick a reward. Now here I can pick a sword, but again, it says one-handed sword in red, and that's because Bjornings can't use swords. So I'm going to pick one of these other rewards, probably. I'm going to see how they compare to what I already have. So now, this medium armor is not as good as the medium armor I already have. So I'm not going to pick that. This spear, however, is better than the axe I'm using. So I'm going to pick that. So now I can equip the spear, replace my axe, and there we go. Now I'm using this new spear. As you can see, it's strapped to my back. And that'll about do it for this episode. We'll have to wait until the next one to see the spear in action. And that's also the end of these quests that Dora needed me to do. Now, I do still need to go close up those shrew burrows, so tune in for the next episode, and I'll go check out what those shrews are up to. See you later, Niblings. Thanks for joining me.